So I'm going to be showing you how to find articles that have cited the original article that you summarized for the first article summary assignment. So remember, you need to find 2 articles that have cited your article. That is what research has been ongoing since the article that you previously read. So to do that, you're going to find the Pollock Library website. You're going to click on Find Databases. You're going to be finding Web of Science, so click on W, or you could just search for Web of Science. And you might need to log in, so go ahead and do that. When you are done logging in, you're going to be come on to a page that is blank like this. A basic search is fine. And you're going to enter the title of your article. So for this example, I'm going to be doing the Kensinger and Schachter 2006 article, When the Red Sox Shocked the Yankees. I'm going to go ahead and search for that. And there it is. So there's your title right here. And then on the right, it says how many times it's been cited since it was published. And it gives you a link there to click to see which articles cited your article. Here you go. Here's the list here. And so you can just click through these and see which you feel is the most relevant article. You can also create a citation report for yourself, and you can look through here. I'll be talking to you now about the grading rubric for the synthesis paper. There's a few questions to ask yourself as you're going through. First, have I explained each study in a way that would make it easy for someone who had never read this study to understand the main point and conclusion and methods of this study? Also, you should ask yourself, have I included my own interpretation of this research trail? Finally, you should ask yourself, have I included enough detail and made it very clear what the main point of this research trail is and how it connects to cognitive psychology generally? To help explain these questions in more detail, this rubric might be a good reference for you. In addition, you might want to revisit the first chapter's discussion on what a research trail is. The book discusses research by Baylock and Carr on choking under pressure. Looking at the rubric, the first point is, are the research questions being tested in this research trail clearly articulated? Is there a clear trail of questions and answers to follow? For example, you might want to provide an overarching definition of the main question that you're asking within the first paragraph. And then from there, explain how each of the studies that you will explain expand on answering this question. The next point is the rationale for the research trail well presented based on related literature, and is the appropriate literature reviewed adequately? Are there at least 3 citations? Remember, you have to include the original article plus 2 additional articles. And then, of course, you have to explain these articles. It's not enough to just say these articles have cited the other article and summarize them. You need to explain what they're adding to the literature on this big topic that you are discussing. For example, in the Kensinger and Schachter article, they're discussing memory and emotion generally. But more specifically, that article focuses on how negative and positive valence influences memory for events. Subsequent studies probably look at that in different ways. Does the student pose relevant questions, suggest future studies, or provide conclusive arguments that relate to the research trail's main conclusions and relate to cognitive psychology generally? This is the idea that you should not be only summarizing each of the articles. I'm looking that you are also making your own interpretations and conclusions from the research trail. Where do you think it's going? You might want to even look up more recent citations, for example from 2014 and 13, and include an additional citation in maybe your final paragraph. For example, perhaps you think that this research is going in direction X, and in fact, a recent article has looked at that. And then you could cite them in text. Another way And the final 2 points are pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you proofread for APA format. I'm looking for a title page and a reference page and in-text citations. I'm not looking for an abstract, and of course check for grammar, punctuation, and spelling. You also want to make sure that you adhere to the 2-page limit, and 5 points will be deducted per each additional page. Of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that you all have a very happy Thanksgiving and get to spend some nice time with friends and family, or just some nice time with yourself and maybe some work you need to get done. And I look forward to seeing you when we get back from our break. Hope you have a great day. Go out and do good things. Bye.